Hi guys, my name is Aimee Cho. I'm a golf professional and today I'm here to help you improve your golf game. So many golfers ask me what the big difference is between practicing on grass versus mats. Let's talk about that today. So I grew up mainly practicing on grass ranges, and when I moved to LA, Los Angeles, that's when I really started practicing on mats a lot. And when I first moved to Los Angeles, I was fighting back injuries, so I wasn't able to play on the golf course that much. So I remember the first 2 months I practiced on mats mainly, and then the first time I went out on the golf course, I was totally shocked. That's because I basically hit just about everything fat on the first 9. I couldn't figure out why, and then I realized that's the way I practiced on mats. Because if you look at the mats are about 1.5 to 2 inches thick, and then there's cement under it. So even if you catch the ground first, it bounces your club right off and you catch the ball super clean. Whereas if you did the same thing on the grass, you'll dig straight into the ground and you'll know you hit it fat. So that feedback kind of tricks you to think you hit a great shot, and if you keep hitting it that way, you're ingraining the fat shot into your body, which is not going to help you on the golf course, right? So that's exactly what happened to me. And I do have students that come into the lessons and say, you know, I hit him great on the driving range, but when I go out on the golf course, I hit everything fat. So that's probably along the same lines of my experience. When I say I hit it fat, I'm a professional, so I didn't hit it like a foot behind the golf ball. I'm talking about like 1/10 of an inch behind the golf ball. It doesn't seem like a lot, but actually the distance is going to be inconsistent. I'll be either like anywhere from 2 to 10 yards short than normal. So then that brings in like bunkers or waters in front of the green. So that's a huge difference. That's a big deal. And another thing is usually when I'm hitting irons into the green, I usually put a draw spin, cut spin, or extra backspin on the golf ball. I'm trying to control the spin on the ball. And now when I catch the ground first, now I have zero control over that spin on the golf ball. So that's not good either, right? So basically, except for the driver's swing, applies to everything else. You're supposed to clear your body, move the body out of the way toward the target, and then you're catching the ball in a descending angle. So you catch the ball first, and then the club bottoms out after, making that divot happen. That's where the compression comes into play. That's the correct way. But your body is super smart. It really will do anything to try and not move. And we can see that in everyday life. For example, we used to do everything manually, and now the technology has advanced so much, machines do everything for us. We just have to click the button, right? But now it's gotten to the point where we don't even have to click the button, and we just have to do voice commands, Google or Alexa, turn the light on, turn the light off. Hopefully I didn't turn your Google or Alexa on, sorry. But yeah, so the point here is the body will do anything to try and move the least amount. And when you're practicing off mats, you kind of move your body less, and then, it tricks you to think you hit a clean shot, and your body goes, I think I hit that great. Maybe it's okay to not clear my body out so much. And you hit like 300 golf balls that way, then now you've practiced fast shots into your body. So ever since the incident, I'm focusing 100% on the contact of the ball. When I'm practicing off mats, I'm paying attention to whether I catch the ball first or the ground first. It's a very slight difference, so I have to really focus. Another downside of practicing off of mats for me personally is that I've gone through a couple injuries and my body is super sensitive. So if I do something wrong, my body feels it. I'm in pain. For example, like if I put too much pressure in my arms, I don't rotate my hips and I pound with my arms, my back feels it and I'm in like a lot of pain in my back. So same thing with the mats. When I'm hitting off the grass, there's the soil, so the pounding is absorbed somewhat into the ground. But when I'm practicing off the mats, obviously the cement isn't going to absorb all that much, and all that pounding is absorbed into my body. And then now I end up with all these, pain in my body. So I know a lot of you guys ask, I have sore shoulders, I have golfer's elbow, my back's really hurting after a long session of practice. If that's the case and you practice off the mats and you hit a lot of golf balls, then you need to kind of find an alternate option for your practice sessions. For example, let's say you practice 3 times a week off mats. Maybe you can try and find a session on grass driving range. If that's not an option, maybe let's say you hit 400 golf balls every time you practice. Maybe you can, lower it down to like 250 golf balls, but with a deeper focus or something. Try and find the best way to save your body and also save your shots. Because of the pounding into the body, the habit I started forming was I started, instead of compressing and making divot, I started picking at the golf ball. So when I do that, obviously you lose club head speed and compression on the golf ball, so you're gonna hit it short, right? So I've lost about 5 to 10 yards of my distance, but I don't compete anymore. So I don't mind if I hit it short, if I have to hit an extra club. When I go out, I still shoot around even par plus minus. I'm pretty happy, enjoying myself out there. So it doesn't impact my game that much, but just learn what you're doing, where you're practicing, how it's affecting your body and your shots. That way you can keep protecting your body and improve your golf game, so that way you can lower your handicaps. And if you have any more questions on this, please come visit my website's Ask Aimee section. I'll link that down below so you can leave your comments and questions there. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.